Bowls. Here's a look inside the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the New York Giants. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Well, this defense for the Giants, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Jameis to throw it. They'll get this out to Kamara. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. The completion there for Winston. And Jameis, of course, kind of such a boom or bust proposition at the quarterback position. He can light you up or he can give games away. So defensively, what's the mindset with a quarterback like that?
For me, it's playing more coverage than it is blitzing him, because I think that he has so much confidence in his arm. He may take an extra chance or two. And if you have enough guys downfield, you get those tip balls, or you're able to make a play on the football at the point where the ball gets to the receiver, then you've got a chance to make some good plays against Jameis.
With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first. So opening drive, 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can get to do some work afterwards.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, when it comes to throwing the deep ball, no one has ever questioned the arm strength of Jameis Winston. And this is a beautiful throw right here. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Barkley unable to get away on the 1st down run as he'll be stopped for a loss of a couple.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. That ball caught by Slayton. 20. Touchdown, Giants. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll... Be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Check. 59.
Winston now. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And all the way down to the 29. And that seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when he put that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now thought that's up for grabs. But this is a lot of practice time. As you mentioned, a ton of trust, and he knows how good his guy is. So to him, it wasn't up for grabs. To him, it was a big play waiting to happen.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Giants' 27-yard line.
Second and 8. To throw is Winston. Complete. It's Johnson. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Giants, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
On 3rd down, Winston. Thomas brings it in. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Now Jones. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. Jones finding Toney for a Giants first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Again the juke. They find some open field here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones going right side. He finds Slayton. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A first down carry for Barkley. And down inside the 15 he goes. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Giants 7.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. And he fires.
To take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Second and 10. Throwing again. Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jones. Touchdown! That's called. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Gano for the extra point. That And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Winston. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got his target, Harris. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A give. This is Kamara. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The Saints on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
First down, Winston. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Saints have moved down in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. A little juke, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Four yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And no one happier to see that than the Giants fans themselves. Saquon Barkley was used a lot his rookie year, 91 catches, which was a record for NFL rookies. That fell off to 52 in 2019. And then, of course, the injury in Week 2 at Chicago last year prevented him from reaching those heights.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Doing with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Play action. Jones. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Oh, he shifts past him. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 36 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter.
At 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A 10th carry for Kamara. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking long for Thomas.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradbury. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when we clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. First down Giants, Jones to Ingram.
And we always say, and I absolutely believe it, Evan Ingram is a wide receiver in a tight end's frame. 63 catches last year, en route to his first Pro Bowl nomination.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jones.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those.
Here's 2nd and 10. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He dumps it off to Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, Barkley. Oh, good move. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Catch made by Slayton. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
First down, New York.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Jones.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And that's complete to Shepard. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play.
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Giants have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Gano the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty to get back in this game.
On 1st and 10, Winston. He gets it complete to Harris. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Jameis to throw it. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jameis Winston taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Barkley. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, any lanes to open up.
Kick 47. This one looks good as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down there by Julian Love. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
But we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, Jones. Going deep downfield for Ross.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. They'll run with Barkley, and I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down, and the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
2nd down and 8.
To throw is Winston. And that is incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
The Saints on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point.
Tempted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ross. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Back to throw. Jones. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to look downfield for Barkley. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. On the return, Harris. Escapes the defender. Still fighting. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Winston to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Oh, look at the juke. Oh, he sheds himself free. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 10-yard line.
Winston to give. It's Kamara.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
131 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Winston. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together, make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation? And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.